Artemis Station, continue your evacuation. We'll buy you as much time as we can.
Acknowledged, Nelson. Civilian and personnel evac is 50% complete. If you can gain us another 20 minutes or so, we'll be in the clear.
We'll do our best. Godspeed, Artemis Station.
This is the Cormorant. The bridge is hit. Captain Sinai is bleeding out. We've got fires all over the ship.
The Cormorant's gone. We cannot hold Artemis. Captain Ment, if we can't kill that ship, we don't have a prayer.
Nelson to all ships, hold the line. Reinforcements are on their way. All fighters, spearhead our assault against the Tev cruisers. Punch a hole for us to the Atreus. Helm, increase to ramming speed as soon as the way is clear. Forward batteries prepare to fire. May the universe judge all of us kindly in the next life.
This is Admiral Byrne. Give me your ears. I will be playing with you. The rumors you have heard are correct. After an 18-month stand, Jupiter has fallen to the GTVA. The Jovian Systems Republic issued an unconditional surrender at 2330. Admiral Calder's Third Fleet has been routed. Alliance Marines are now landing on Ganymede. The Jovian government, under threat of orbital bombardment, has agreed to cooperate. The details of the fall of Jupiter are now available for your inspection on FleetNet. For now, know this. The GTVA has committed to total war. At 0330 yesterday, the frontline destroyers Atreus and Imperius under Admiral Chiwetel Steele transited the Delta Serpentis node. These ships and their battle groups carried out the attack on Jupiter at 0700. Steele himself personally captured Artemis Station before Scorched Earth protocols could be enacted. By capturing Jupiter's gate network and its civilian infrastructure intact, Steele has accomplished what Admiral Cyrus Severanti could not. He has given the GTVA the logistical footing for full-scale war. I ask all of you to trust in the strategy set out by the Council of Elders. We will maintain our defensive posture until a diplomatic solution to the war can be achieved. We have a more immediate task, however. Third Fleet survivors need our help. At 2335, Fleet Admiral Calder issued the order for a full-scale retreat to Mars. Warships and strike craft from the Imperios and Atreus battle groups are pursuing these survivors, as well as any civilian convoys that have refused the no-fly order. As Second Fleet Mars fends off raids from the Hood, Carthage and Meridian, I will deploy our squadrons to cover the retreat of civilians and Third Fleet from Jupiter space. Flight operations commence immediately. Remember this, the GTVA wants our worlds and our infrastructure intact. They hope to break our fighting spirit, or draw us into a foolish offensive. We will remain implacable and unmoved, and so stand with them. Ubuntu gives us that strength.
Noemi, it's Bree. You know what's happening out there. You've been trained, you've flown patrols, you're ready. I want you to trust yourself. Yes, your psych profile makes you look like a lamb, and Kasim has his discipline issues. But the two of you have aptitude scores better than most of First Fleet. There's a reason I asked for you two in my wing. You can fly like no one I've seen. Our Ulans can match any fighter the Tevs have. The two of you will survive. And I've got a few tricks up my sleeve myself. Captain Telfa's about to pass on our frag orders. Get to the ready room. If you need to throw up, do it before we launch.
Eyes up, pilots. If you're a newcomer or a reservist, welcome aboard. I'm Captain Telfa, squadron leader of the 170th Fighting Navajos. I've been authorized to confirm that the Jovian capital at Ganymede has fallen. The Tevs have Artemis Station, our Scorched Earth program failed, and the gate system and the Jovian comnet are under their control. Admiral Byrne has ordered the Solaris to deploy its squadrons to cover the Jovian retreat. Deck crews are running final prep on our Ulans right now. We'll be airborne in 20 minutes. Scattered tactical reports are still coming in from Jupiter. Admiral Calder's flagship Tutotis escaped Ganymede and is rallying all surviving Jovian fleet assets for a retreat to Mars. Hundreds of civilian ships are also fleeing the Tev advance. Admiral Byrne has agreed to deploy Solaris fighter wings to cover this exodus, but major 1st and 2nd Fleet assets will remain at Earth and Mars. These are our fragment orders. Gamma Wing will escort the battered UEFG Rhineland. Cosolito, your Beta Wing is on standby. Bree, your Alpha Wing will deploy to the asteroid belt to cover a civilian convoy that didn't make Calder's rendezvous. This convoy of civilian sublight transports escaped the fall of Artemis Station. The cruisers Ironhide and Saffron are providing escort. Alpha, you will provide area defense against Tev strike wings. Hostile skirmishers have already engaged the convoy, and more firepower is likely on the way. The civilian ships have no jump drives, so they're fleeing Jupiter space via the intra-system gate network. Last transmission puts them between Belt Gate 42 and Mars Belt Gate 3 on the inner curve of the asteroid belt. Many of you have never seen combat. This is not practice, and you're not shooting at objects. You'll be tangling with ruthless, intelligent enemy pilots. The civilians in your care are husbands, wives, and children. Every ship you lose to the Tevs means more people who will never see their loved ones again. This is a terrifying responsibility, but an honor afforded to few. Are you clear on this? Good. Bring those people home.
1 minute, Noemi. Walk with me. Before he died, your father asked me to give you his Namka to carry on your first proper sortie. He was never a spiritual person, unlike your mother. My sister and your father came to odds enough times over it. But he believed in this article, and that was enough for him. No more standing on the sidelines, Noemi. You're about to be thrown into the thick of this war. I hope you're ready for it.
Solaris Control, I've got visual on the convoy ships. They're taking fire from a Tev strike force.
I tally 3 transports, a freighter, and a medical ship with 2 warship escorts. 2 wings of bandits.
3 of us against 8 of them.
3 of us plus the cruisers? We can take them.
We've got no other choice. Alpha, split and engage. Don't get breathless and don't hesitate.
This is the Ironhide. It's about time you showed up. Those Tev stingers have been tormenting us ever since we left Jupiter. We lost 2 ships in transit.
What a damn bloody mess Europa turned out to be. We couldn't keep it 2 days after the test stormed the place. How the hell did First Fleet expect us to hold Jupiter without reinforcements? Where was Earth anyway? Sitting back home doing a whole lot of nothing while good Jovian soldiers were dying.
We were deployed as soon as our orders came through, Captain. We came here as fast as we could. Alpha Wing, take up escort positions. Stay alert. The Tevs are likely to send heavier forces to finish off the convoy.
Bring them on. I'm ready to fight. Those Tevs won't know what hit them.
So this is what First Fleet sent to our aid. An Academy fresh rookie with an ego the size of Pele.
Who are you calling a rookie, Saffron Control? We just bailed you out.
Listen, Earther. We volunteered for a suicide mission to gain time for the evacuation of Artemis Station. Every minute gained was 50, 100 civilians that were able to get out. We covered the Nelson as Captain Mens ordered a ram into that damned Atreus. The plasma beams gutted his ship like a roast before he could get within a click. The Saffron was the only ship that survived the battle.
Damn it, Kasim.
So tell me something you have experienced, pilot, that compares to seeing ghosts of the Lucifer's own weapons carving up your comrades, and knowing that you're next. Until then, you're all rookies to us.
Heads up! Enemy strike just arrived. Artemis bombers and a Kulos wing.
Shit. Those bombers mount Maxim cannons. They'll tear the convoy apart.
Remember your sim training. Bombs before fighters, bombs before bombers. Move!
Tech fires incessant. Wir got these branches opening.
Close in on the bombers and use your Hellfires.
Sigma 3 is down. Sigma 3 is down. Tighten your screen.
The Ocean Mist is lost! No survivors. No life objects.
Bank 1 low.
Okay, Alpha Wing, keep it together. There's no telling what the Tevs will throw at us next.
Alpha Wing, where the hell were you? You just let thousands of civilians die.
Calm down, Captain. We did the best we could under the circumstances. They outnumbered us more than 2 to 1.
Best you could. Your inaptitude cost the lives of good Jovian people. I'm filing an official complaint to your senior officer as soon as we make it to Mars.
Are you holding up okay, Noemi?
Rock steady, Uncle Manuel. I don't know how I'm so calm. You and Kasim just keep them off my tail and I'll do my job.
You got it, Laporte. You know I enjoy watching your six whenever I get the opportunity.
They told us it would take a powerful ego to survive combat stress unchanged. I'm proud to fly alongside living proof.
I'm trying to help you out, Laporte. You've got to unwind. Stop volunteering for patrol shifts, take some melatonin, and get your sleep cycles back to normal. You're missing out on some good nights in the rec room.
I'm not interested in picking up deckhands while these Jovians die to keep us safe.
I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
Kasim, Laporte. Eyes ahead. Focus.
Yes, sir.
Right, boss.
Rearming complete, sir. You're good.
With any luck, the Tevs are reprioritizing targets elsewhere. They won't keep sending waves of strike craft if they think we're too well defended.
They'll know better than to send more fighters our way. Look what happened last time.
Navajo Alpha Wing, be advised. The Rhineland came under GTVA attack before she could make it to Mars. We lost all contact with the frigate and Gamma Wing. Recon inspected the strike force's approach to your area. Stay alert.
Copy that, Solaris Control. Okay, Alpha Wing. Looks like we're about to hit some heavy turbulence. If the Tevs can take out a frigate, they'll roll all over this convoy. Prepare to move as soon as they arrive.
Roger that, Bree. I hope you saved some Hellfires, Laborde, because I suspect we're gonna need them.
Incoming jump signature, here they come. 2 wings of bombers with 2 escorting fighter wings. Kasim, Laporte, hold for now. Wait for my call.
Helm, take us away from the convoy and move towards the fighters. I want us in the middle of their formations. Try to scatter them with our bulk. Alpha, follow us out.
We're right behind you, Ironhide. Point defense weapons. Pick your targets and set turrets to fire at will. Prioritize incoming torpedoes.
Federation ships. By traveling with armed escort, you have forfeited your protections under the Beta Aquila Convention and will be presumed military targets. Cut your engines or we will fire on you.
Okay, Alpha, we're going in. Kasim, you and I will go in first and drag the fighters. Laporte, come in behind us and pick them off. Then we'll handle the bombers.
Heavy damage.
Take that, you bastards.
Ironhide, you're taking a pounding. Withdraw to Mars. We'll cover your retreat.
We're done retreating, Alpha 1. Tighten your defense. We're not leaving until everyone has.
Take that, you Tev bastards. Try to attack civilians, will you?
I don't think they're trying to kill civilians. They're just after our shipping. Cripple our freight, our fuel transport, our medical ability. The rest is collateral.
Laporte, that's very understanding, very Ubuntu. But really, I think my approach is more useful.
Area looks clear. Zufron, are you picking up any transmissions or subspace traffic in the vicinity?
Negative, Alpha 1. Looks like we got them all. Stay with the civilians until they're safely through the gate. We'll continue active scans of the area.
Kasim, you're drifting out of formation. Tighten it up.
Loyvin Oak is at the gate. Fortune's grace on you for your help today, people.
Sorry, boss. Just still pretty pumped up. Lost my focus there.
Alpha Wing, our job is done here. We're warming up our jump drives and plotting a course for Mars. Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
Alpha Wing, let's move out. Return to base.
Welcome back, Alpha Wing. You brought both your rooks home, Bree. Good work. Latest reports from Mars indicate that the surviving ships of the convoy arrived intact. Reports show significant losses of Jovian forces during the retreat, and words going round that Admiral Calder is furious with Admiral Byrne for not providing reinforcements during the GTVA attack. All outbound communications from Jupiter have ceased following the TEV occupation of Ganymede, and we've lost control of the regional intrasystem gate network. All scheduled civilian traffic to the area has been cancelled. All in all, it looks like we've lost the entire Jovian system to the GTVA. Things are looking bad for us. We thought things were tough before, but everything's about to get a whole lot worse. This war has finally come home, and we need to prepare for it however we can. Take 5 to get some water and stims if you need them. There's a combat psych waiting to triage you. When you're done, get back to your birds. The remnants of the Jovian Rim fleet are still trickling in, and we need to give them cover. Expect another sortie inside the hour. We'll remember Gamma's pilots when we get the chance. Alright, Alpha, you've had your 20 minutes and you're up again. Flight ops to cover 3rd Fleet's retreat from Jupiter are ongoing. The Saracens just brought in the cruisers Segura and Tripoli, but the Kingmakers lost 6 haulers to GTVA skirmishers. As for us Navajos, Cosolito and Beta Wing are launching as we speak to cover evac operations at the Jovian Storm platforms. Alpha, you'll be deployed to investigate a possible misjump site for 2 MIA warships, the frigate Akala and heavy frigate Ronvia. These are strategically critical assets. We need our artillery intact to deter a massive GTVA attack on Earth. 7 minutes ago, the survivors of 3rd Fleet's Frigron Charlie and Takkart Bravo made a crash jump away from Europa orbit under massive bomber attack. Recon vectored their transit along the ecliptic north, but failed to make an exact fix. We've received no signal from them since. It's possible they're running under MCON while they compute new jump coordinates, or that they were disabled by the crash jump. Deploy to their best guess exit point and commence a sweep by short-range subspace hops. Find those warships before the TEVs do, and call for repair teams if need be. Bring them in intact. Remote sensor platforms have vectored a corvette pack from the GTD Hood's battle group sweeping the area. It's possible, though unlikely, that they've found the 2 frigates. Given the pressing need to cover dozens of Jovian convoys that the GTVA sees as military targets, we have limited forces available to engage these corvettes. The 12th Shudyuhun will be standing by to strike GTVA warship targets, but it cannot be deployed unless absolutely critical. Admiral Calder of 3rd Fleet wants us to cut convoy escort and focus on saving warship assets, but Admiral Byrne is committed to civilian safety. Do the best you can with what you have.
Holy, break left! Keep clear of the flag!
Shit!
Everyone clear. Alpha Wing, form up! Where the hell is the Aquila?
We need artillery support fast, Ronvir. These TED captains have the taste of blood.
Alpha Wing, the Aquil's navigation system was damaged in a bomber attack. She emerged over 10 clicks from her intended destination. We are trying to assist, but the meaningless has got us pinned down.
Where the hell are the gunships? We need a strike mission. Can anyone reach command of them?
Solaris, Navajo Alpha, do you read? Solaris, we are heavily engaged. We need a gunship or bomber strike mission. Solaris, come in! Damn it!
I've got red lights on my comms board. We're being jammed.
The Itemenius is withdrawn. Gunnery, reset firing solutions. Main weapons to bear on the DTCV Cardinal and Regensburg.
Alpha, that inbound Aurora is setting up a subspace missile strike link. Intercept now. Your HUD will warn you if it detects a launch.
Distance to target, 12 kilometers. Engaging with main guns.
Bank
Veer, you've got vampires inbound. Reset point defense targets.
Acknowledged. All hands, brace for SSM impact.
Okay, Alpha, we got a second threat to the rendezvous. Capricorn bombers with Maxim cannon moving in.
Snapping to new threats.
Cardinal is out of action. There goes the Regensburg. Hostile warships have withdrawn and the jamming has ceased. We're starting our jump cycle and attempting to reach command.
Excellent shooting, Ronveer. It's good to see all that gunnery drill at Indra 2 paid off. We're hurting, but still intact.
Ronveer, this is 2nd Fleet HQ. We've been out of contact with you since the retreat. What is your status?
We repelled an attack by 4 Alliance warships and a light assault force. The Aquila is intact, but we are damaged and operating at reduced effectiveness.
Aquila here. We're running at 1/4 thrust and our navigation systems remain scrambled. Our jump drives are functional, but our nav calculations are sketchy at best.
Acknowledged, Akula. Stand by. We'll feed in jump coordinates directly to your navigation computer. Move to the following exit point, and we'll send the coordinates as soon as they're ready. Ronveer, follow at best speed.
Acknowledged, 2nd Fleet. Ronveer clear. Helm, take us to the exit point. Ahead full.
Hey, I've got a new contact. Tev AWACS at 45 clicks. It's not jamming. That's odd.
Ignore it. Stay with the rendezvous. It's got to be plotting precision jumps for the Tevs, so expect company at any moment. Bandits inbound. It's a trebuchet strike. They'll jump away after launch, so just stay calm and evade the missiles.
Roger, 1 pop-up missile threat acknowledged. Ready to break.
Still with us, Alpha Wing. We'll be jump ready in less than 2 minutes, but that AWACS is still out there. It could vector in bombers or a warship.
Stand by. We're reading an Ares wing inbound. Picking up some targeting chatter. We need some intercept cover pronto.
It's another subspace missile strike. Alpha, hit your burners and intercept.
carving up the Aquila like a slab of meat.
Multiple catastrophic hull failures. Reactor quench unsuccessful. Ronveer, we're going down.
The Aquila is gone. Detecting no survivors.
That shouldn't have happened. Where the hell is our backup one? Where are the reserves?
Saving a few dozen people somewhere else, Kasim. Now focus. They can come back for the Ronveer.
Ronveer, our listening posts have vectored a large subspace transit to your area. We are scrambling a heavy assault squadron to assist you.
All hands, prepare to execute crash jump. Stand by, Alpha. Those gunships will supplement your escort momentarily. By the stars. It's Zerka team. Steel's War Dogs. The ones who took Artemis. Alpha Wing. Clear our blast zone. You've done all you can.
They just hauled the Ronveer. What the fuck do we do now? This is insane.
This is Captain Lala Xian of the 12th Shooter Moon Heavy Strike. We are on station and engaging the circuit coordinates.
Acknowledged, Captain. We just lost the frigate Ronveer to those bastards. Where's the rest of the strike force?
No one else is available, Bree. Our frag orders are to tie down circuit team and prevent it from hitting other elements of the Jovian retreat. We're expendable, Captain.
Alpha, form on those gunships and escort them in. Tackle any TEV fighters, but do not approach the circuit corvettes. We can't withstand that hellfire. The TEVs are sorting Cedar Swing to attack the gunships. Supplement that turret fire, Alpha.
Watch your shield. Alpha, you better break off. Rifle, birds away. Command, we are being shredded by enemy fighter fire. Mission outcome doubtful.
Captain, let's go help them out.
I'm not going to throw away your lives unless I get a direct order. Hold your
position. God damn it! Set your jump clocks, pilots, and sound off. Who made it through?
It's over. I don't think poor Captain Xeon's squadron slowed them down 1 second.
They did some damage. Maybe enough to slow Circa down. Save a frigate or two. It's an ugly calculus.
That's more than we managed. Tell me again how Fleet expected us to save these ships. 3 of us against subspace missiles and 10 million tons of... that?
How many crew on a Narayan? 5,000? 3,000 on a Karuna? And all that in just a few minutes.
The Aquila and the Ronveer are gone. They were lost before we even arrived. The TEVs had a plan, and it would have taken more than we had to stop it. So don't let yourself be taken in by thoughts of revenge. You can't be a hero every mission. Not in this war. Let's go home.
Welcome back from your second sortie, Alpha. You're home early. Flight Lieutenant Cosalito and Beta Wing are still aloft. I understand your mission was unsuccessful. I've reviewed your wing leader's flight records. Thank you for the précis, Bree. And it is my conclusion that there was nothing you could have done to save the Ronvier and Akala. You faced a highly coordinated TEV attack that played to all their strengths. It would have taken a major force commitment to save those frigates, and regrettably, those forces were unavailable. We will remember the 8,000 crew of the Ronvier and the Akala at tonight's Ceremony of the Fallen. The Jovian retreat is winding down, and the last stragglers of Third Fleet are either safe in Martian space or already dead. Given that flight operations are slowing down, I want each of you to see a combat psych before your next sortie. I need my Alpha Wing in good shape. Don't start second-guessing yourselves. You did everything right today. I'll certainly be relying on all of you to continue your good flying over the next few days. This war has finally come home, and we need to prepare for it however we can. I've also reviewed your report on the 12th Shuduhun's attack on Circa Team. That squadron was held in reserve specifically for the chance to take out those corvettes, but it seems they weren't enough. Circa is a specially fitted combat team using sprint jump drives, sophisticated active armor, and modified weapons. They report directly to Admiral Steele, the man who took Jupiter. I'm sure the Admiralty will explore options on how to pin them down and nullify that threat, but at the moment, it's not our concern.